Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Ricky Green here for Tide Talk Sports on the Alabama Football News and Rumors channel on YouTube, presented by Chat Sports. Nothing official from the University of Alabama yet about Steve Sarkisian's status, but it is rumored right now that he would be named the next head coach at the University of Texas. If that is indeed the case, then we had to jump on here for you all, gather up some names for who could possibly replace him as quickly as we possibly could, so that we could give you guys at least 7 or 8 names to talk about as possible replacements for Steve Sarkisian. That's what we're going to look at in today's episode of Tide Talk, and we'll get started right now. All right, let's go ahead and start off this episode with a question for our viewers. You know the drill. Everybody knows what to do by now. Get in the comment section and let me know what you think about this. Will Steve Sarkisian being named the next head coach at the University of Texas affect Alabama in the national championship game against Ohio State? Give me a Y for yes or an N for no, and I'll pin this down in the comment section, and I can't wait to see what everybody has to say about that. All right, now, first of all, we'll talk a little bit about what Sarkisian means to Alabama. Steve Sarkisian is the ultimate professional when it comes to being an assistant coach or a coordinator or even a head guy. Ultimate professional. I expect him to remain at Alabama and be 100% focused on his task at hand, getting our guys ready to take on a really strong opponent in the Ohio State Buckeyes 10 days from today. Just the ultimate professional, a guy that is a team first and others before self type of guy. And I don't expect this to affect his focus or his performance whatsoever leading up to this national championship game. I believe that he will continue to do a great job coaching our guys up and getting them ready for a showdown, a heavyweight fight in the national championship game against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Real quick here, if you haven't hit that subscribe button already, I want you to do that right now. We have a goal of reaching 4,000 subscribers here on our YouTube channel. And if you'll hit that subscribe button right now, I certainly would appreciate that. All right. So we've got kind of the intro deal out of the way. We've got our question for the viewers done. Everybody wants to know who would be the next guy to be the offensive coordinator at the University of Alabama. I'm going to give you 7 or 8 names that I've quickly gathered in making phone calls and talking to my sources. These are at least guys that should be mentioned in connection with this job, in my opinion. This is not official. It's not a coach's hot board from the University of Alabama. These are people that I believe should be mentioned in connection with this offensive coordinator position that's being left vacant, as we've learned that Steve Sarkisian is expected to be named the next head coach at the University of Texas. A couple of different ways that Nick Saban can go here. But a few moments ago, I was told that the line for guys wanting to interview to be the OC at Alabama is deep. So we're not going to have any trouble at all interviewing enough guys to find the best possible candidate for a replacement. I think one of 2 ways that Saban could go, the NFL route or the college assistant route. First, let's look at that NFL route. Would he go maybe with a guy like Luke Getsy, who is a passing game coordinator in the NFL? Or does he look to a guy like Ken Dorsey, who is actually the quarterback's coach under Brian Daboll right now? So there's a connection to Alabama there. You'd have to think about Ken Dorsey as a possible candidate. Could he tempt a guy like Joe Brady to make a lateral move, kind of go from being an OC in the NFL back to being an OC in college? Depends on if Joe Brady wants to be a college head coach or not. A lot of things that you'd have to factor into that. I don't think that Joe Brady would be interested, but he is a name that I was given, was brought up, so I mention him to you all. Let's see. Saban could go the college assistant route as well. One name that you have to mention is the guy that just lost his job at the University of Texas, Tom Herman. He would definitely be a viable option. Herman was the OC at Ohio State when Urban Meyer was there, and man, they had a potent offense there at Ohio State when Tom Herman was their offensive coordinator. Or could Nick Saban get things smoothed over with the Southeastern Conference enough to bring in a guy like Hugh Freeze? Now, Hugh Freeze is a guy that I actually would really love for this OC spot at Alabama. I think that he is a brilliant offensive mind, and I believe that under Nick Saban at Alabama, it would be the perfect rehab for Hugh Freeze. He could learn from Coach Saban. Saban could keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't do anything out of line. But as far as just being a great offensive coordinator, Freeze absolutely is a great offensive coordinator, a brilliant offensive mind, no doubt. Another guy's name that was brought up in a conversation that I had moments ago, Major Applewhite. He's a guy that Alabama fans are very familiar with, and he has been studying under Steve Sarkisian for quite some time now. I'm not terribly excited about that. I don't think that Applewhite is the right guy for the job, but you got to at least mention him in passing with the rest of these guys that we've mentioned here so far. Now, not going to keep everybody very long at all tonight, but we get this breaking news, had to jump on here real quick and put something together for you all, at least give you 7 or 8 names to talk about as far as who will be the next guy at offensive coordinator for the University of Alabama. Real quick here before we sign off tonight, though, I want to take just another moment to tell everybody how much we appreciate you all here at the Alabama Football News and Rumors channel on YouTube. You guys have shown us so much support. It's incredible to us, the growth that we have experienced here on our YouTube channel, and we can't thank you all enough for that. We really are looking forward to this new year. Rolling in 2021 is going to be a big deal for us here on our YouTube channel and with our website, TideTalkSports.com as well. Got some really big plans for 2021. We hope you all will continue to ride with us through this next upcoming year as well. We have touched on 7 or 8 different guys this afternoon that I believe would at least need to be mentioned in connection with this Alabama offensive coordinator search. I would be happy with Hugh Freeze. I would be happy with an NFL guy like Luke Getsy or Ken Dorsey, but no shortage of candidates. This is a job that everybody wants. It's the OC at Alabama, and Alabama just so happens to have one of the most loaded offenses in college football today. Who wouldn't want to come and get those keys to that Alabama Ferrari handed over to them? I'm Ricky Green here for Tide Talk Sports, taking a look at who's next for OC for the University of Alabama. We'll see you next time here on the Alabama Football News and Rumors channel on YouTube, presented by Chat Sports. Roll Tide.